What's up? Thank you for coming to check out the Listen Up Podcast, episode 2. I'm going to try to make this a weekly podcast, like I said before. They're going to range anywhere between 10 minutes to 30 minutes. Mainly, it'll be by myself expressing my opinion about what's going on in the gaming business. If you want to be a guest, just let me know. I'm going to leave my Twitter handle down in the description. And just let me know what you guys think in the comment section below and everything. I have a small channel. I don't really, pay too much attention to it, but you know, it is what it is. But anyway, I have to get this off my chest because I seen something earlier this morning, and I said, nah, I'm not gonna. I seen it from a Xbox fanboy, and I call him a fanboy because when the news about Xbox is really dry and sparse, this guy will try to make up stuff just to get people talking about Xbox. And it really, what I'm saying, be a complete lie. Like sometimes he doesn't even have the right source material. He will have like an article, but at the same time, the article is not talking about what he has labeled his video, and he will come out and say, that's how he interpreted it. Okay, but anyway, so it was a video I seen earlier today where it says is um, Microsoft is going to buy Electronic Arts and Valve and the PUBG Corporation, right? That was the video. Now they said this is a rumor. I didn't pay no attention to it because whenever rumors come around, especially a rumor like that, it'll be something that's been talked about not just for today, but it's been talked about for a little while. I haven't seen no article and nowhere else, and I got a lot of. I have bookmarked a lot of gaming websites, so I check out just about anything that's saying that's credible, that's a good credible source. By the way, check out Dual Shockers. Very good a website for information on games and stuff. They cover all games, not just the major blockbusters that a lot of people only buy and only play, but they cover stuff that niche. They cover things, Japanese games and stuff and all of that. Check them out. But anyway, um, so I just ignored the video because I was like, he's at it again. And so I go to work and I have a good day at work, peaceful, quiet, nothing popped off today. And so I get home and I get on Twitter, see what went down on Twitter today, and I see a lot of people talking about this rumor, and I see my normal people that I know that's like this is bullshit. They're like fanboys is getting ready to run rampant with this shit, yada yada yada, the normal, and they're saying it's a rumor now. I myself know it's not a rumor. So what I did, I went back to this video and I didn't watch it. I just went on and I read the title of it real closely. And then I seen that this guy picked up the article from Polygon. Now to me, Polygon isn't that credible. I don't like Polygon. Polygon can be full of shit at times. All of these sites could be full of shit. All of these sites write opinion pieces. A lot of the articles and reviews are opinions and not facts. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to gaming, it all comes down to if you have fun with the game that you spent your money on. Point blank. Um, but on this site, I go to it. It's the first article there, and it says nothing about in the title that Microsoft is thinking of requiring these companies. The article says the Xbox One has a serious exclusive games problem. How can Microsoft match Sony's stellar roster? Now, at the top of that, it says analyst. Basically, I take that as opinion. It goes on to say, talking about how last year Sony sold 73 million. They reached the 73 million mark. Well, Microsoft hadn't released their numbers, but Um, you know, saying some people saying they guess it's around 35 million for the Xbox One. They've been hanging around that 35 million number for the past 2 years. I remember the year before last, it was they were saying that the Xbox One was at 30 million. Now it's at 35 million. This is just an estimated guess. It could be more. It could be less. We don't know. But they talk, they, you know, so they come out with the exclusives that's supposed to come out this year for Sony, which is Spider-Man, God of War, Dreams, Detroit Become Human. They also say The Last of Us Part 2, but we also know and we understand that The Last of Us Part 2 could be delayed into 2019, and they fail to mention Days Gone. This is why I don't take this like serious, because you're a big gaming site. For you to mention The Last of Us Part 2 before you mention Days Gone for a release of a 2018, that means you ain't been doing your own homework yourself. Everybody knows that Days Gone has a better chance of coming out this year than The Last of Us Part 2. So anyway, they go on to talk about how Sony has locked down some deals with Destiny, Call of Duty, Star Wars Battlefront, yada yada yada. Then they talk about the 2018 for the Xbox One releases, which is State of Decay 2, Crackdown 3, and Sea of Thieves, which those games will be on Game Pass the day of release. So if you don't really want to go out and spend $60 on these games, if you want to save yourself $50, just get Game Pass for that month of whichever these games release. I wouldn't get it at the beginning of the month. I'll get it the day that that game release. So therefore, you're paying $10 the day of release. So basically, you're buying this game for $10 to play it for 30 days. You probably beat it within a week, and then you can check out what else is on there. Me personally, I will wait until all the exclusives for Microsoft to release for the end of the year. And then I'll just, get Game Pass at the beginning of next year. Or, when I know, let's say, November, and I can play all of their first party lineups that has released this year for just $10. I don't have to keep paying $10 every month whenever a game release. I'll just pay $10 one time, and I got 30 days to play their best titles of the year. Sounds like a plan, don't it? Okay, so they go on to talk about how, Phil Spencer said this and he said that. We all know what Phil Spencer says. Then it says analyst view. Analyst view, what does that mean? Analyst view. This means that they talk to a group of analysts, possibly four, maybe five analysts. They say they spoke to four analysts who all agreed that Microsoft needs to act soon. That's true. They do. Because everybody knows you, the three games you've been talking about, for the past 3 years, basically. You haven't said anything else that's coming out new. All the Xbox fanboys say wait until E3. We hear that every year after E3. So, basically, what I'm saying is, yeah, let's wait until E3, because this year, I feel this year Microsoft is going to really try to push their vision in a whole new direction. And Phil Spencer, has already gave us a nugget on what they plan to do by saying Game Pass is, we'll get the first party releases the day they release. Um, it goes down to say that where Microsoft has a cash pot at of at least 130 billion, saying they basically got 130 billion to spend if they want to. When you consider that the market capitalization of a company like Electronic Arts is around 35 billion, it looks like a handy war chest. They're basically saying that Electronic Arts is worth about 35 billion and Microsoft has 130 billion to play with, so they could possibly buy Electronic Arts if they want to. Then it says rumors of acquisitions are a perennial whatever favorite pastime in the game industry. Basically saying that rumors are very common when it comes to, saying, the gaming industry. Yeah, and that's true. Rumors are common, saying? Rumors, saying? Rumors been around since the Nintendo days, since whatever. But does every rumor come true? No, it doesn't. Um, then it says acquisition rumors. Some of the names being thrown around as a possible acquisition by Microsoft are frankly astounding and unthinkable, which that means they're about to make up some bullshit because when they say astounding and unthinkable, now they're getting ready to, saying, they've already put the toast in the oven or in the toaster and it's brown and it's nice and crispy. Now they're getting ready to put the butter on here because they I think they literally just grabbed this shit out of the air themselves and just start writing. Um, they go on to say that Electronic Arts could be bought Valve and Korean outfit PUBG Corp, which Microsoft last year signed to a timed exclusive for its survival shooter, Player Unknown Battleground. So at the same time, they just answer the question that everybody's been asking: will Player Unknown Battleground come to the PlayStation 4? Of course it is because it's a timed exclusive. If you didn't know that already, and Microsoft is trying to buy them. Now it depends on how much money they throw at them because everybody knows Microsoft bought the independent developer Mojang for 2.5 billion. So therefore, nothing less. This is what people are thinking. Nothing less than 2.5 billion. Whereas in, Player Unknown's Battleground on the PC has what I think 40 million players now. So, it's doing very good. And on the Xbox One, it just got up to 4 million players. So, could they ask for 2.5 billion? They could, and it'll get rejected. But that's how you start negotiations, you know. So they could, ask for a couple of hundred mils, a couple of racks like that, you could set yourself up for life for just a daggone two map game of survival. It's a lot weaker than Minecraft. Minecraft got so much content, it's pitiful. But PlayerUnknown's Battleground, we don't even know if this game is gonna have legs. So they talk about that and everything, and I mean, this whole article is basically opinion. They talk about the Microsoft patchy record and stuff about how, saying they do each generation when, saying they come out with games and stuff. They come out with the same game, same song and dance, and then by the end of the generation, they really don't have nothing. And to be honest with you, if Microsoft had decided to come out with a whole new console, not just a mid-gen upgrade, 2018 basically would have been just like um, 2005 for the original Xbox. Because they dropped nothing for the original Xbox when the Xbox 360 came out. When the Xbox One came out, they dropped nothing for the Xbox 360. So, whenever the next, the Xbox One X come out, and they drop nothing. And I mean nothing besides Forza 7, I guess. And, yeah, it looks good, but come on. We really wanted a brand new game that can really show off the power of the Xbox One X and not leave the Xbox One and One S behind. I mean, look what Horizon Zero Dawn has done on the PlayStation 4 Pro. It looks gorgeous, right? But anyway, that's another topic for another video. My thing is these whoever starts these rumors need to be held accountable at the end of the day of the Xbox fanboys or the PlayStation fanboys who run with this stuff and get made into a fool over it because that's when a true diehard fanboy hears something like this, they almost get to the point where they believe it that this is going to happen to them. Microsoft buying EA, Valve, and PUBG, that's in their mind. It's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And nobody can stop it. But then when 2019 rolls around, and Microsoft has acquired nobody, possibly PUBG, but not Valve, not EA, then you got to look at it like they've been made out of fools, you know. And I sit back and I say this because EA and Valve have too much invested in gaming just to sit back and sell it to Microsoft. Microsoft need to find these independent developers that want to put their artistic vision out there on their platform instead of just trying to put them against the wall and make them and let them make only one particular type of game. But that's enough for now, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit you guys up with another video next week, another podcast. The Listen Up Podcast episode 3 will be released by Saturday. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.